Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to my channel. My name is David and I am the host of Dad and His Boys Golf. I just wanted to do a video because I wanted to explain why I chose to do this. And it may come as a shock and it may come as a surprise, but I am actually not looking for fame and fortune from this. To give you a context behind why I decided to do this, one of the things that I always enjoyed growing up was playing golf with my dad. He's a great guy, great man. I learned so much from him. But he just recently passed. Passed at the young age of 73. And during that whole process of working towards getting his burial done, his funeral done, the arrangements done, it came to the conclusion that I looked at and said, I don't have a lot of videos or pictures of doing things with my dad, especially playing golf, which is the primary purpose of what this channel is. It's a golf channel, sprinkled in with a few other little things here and there, but it's primarily a golf channel because that was one of the things that my dad and I loved to do together. It was one of our things. And as I was going through that process, I realized I didn't have a lot of videos and I didn't have a lot of pictures. I have plenty of memories right up here, and they're memories I'll always remember and cherish. But I did not want to do that to my kids. And I love my boys. I am a proud parent of 3 boys. I got a 17-year-old son who's going into his senior year of high school, and I've got a 9-year-old who's turning 10 this year, and I've got a 7-year-old turning 8 next month. And I didn't want my kids to go through that and realize that they don't have a lot of memories and videos and pictures and things like that. So it's really made me process what I want to do. And I want to make memories with my children. I want to make fun times, have good times with my kids, doing things that we all enjoy. One of the things that I want to pass on to them is just a love to play golf, just to have fun doing it. It's a game, and that's what it's meant to be. My grandma always said it's a game for a lifetime. And I believe that fully, that it is a game that you can play all the way up until you're an old person sitting there in your cart hitting fairways after hitting 30-yard drives. Like, it's a game for a lifetime, and it's meant to be fun. And I want to make memories like that with my kids. I want to have that experience with them, and I want them to be able to look back later down the road at things. And YouTube seemed like a perfect place where I could put that. Now, obviously I said that I'm not in this for fame nor fortune, and that is very true. Now, who would turn down fortune and fame? One, I would turn down fame. I'm not seeking fame. I don't need that. I don't need to walk down the street and have a bunch of people come up to me and say, I know you. But the fortune, who's going to turn that down? But this channel is about making memories with my kids and having fun with them. For me to look back on, but also for them to look back on. This is going to be a channel based solely on making those memories. Now, there's going to be plenty of times where I'm going to be alone. There's going to be plenty of times where I'm going to have my kids. And as you can see right behind me, a lot of it's going to be right here playing sim golf. I bought this setup recently, and I'll make another video to show kind of what my setup is. But I bought this because I didn't have a lot of time to play. And I wanted to have more of that opportunity. Before I got married, I played probably 2 times a week, which obviously was with my dad. And I loved it. I have a great love for the game. I think it's such a fun game. It's challenging, it's frustrating, it's exciting. There's so many cool things and aspects to playing the game that I really loved playing. And as I got married, golf was still important. But obviously priorities change as you get a little older. You get married, have a family, which I did. I had 3 wonderful kids. One who I adopted, my oldest one I adopted when he was 6. And then having another kid, having my second child, I just didn't have a lot of time to do what I wanted to do. My priorities shifted to being the best parent that I could possibly be, spending as much time with them as possible, being the best dad possible. That's where my priorities shifted, and that's where my time changed. So I didn't get a lot of time. I was, as I was married, I probably was lucky to get 3 or 4 rounds a year. And I went from maybe twice a week playing every month of the year to probably just maybe a small handful of times a year if I was lucky. Fast forward a little later in life, now my kids are a little bigger, they're a little older, they can fend for themselves. I got divorced. It just was a situation that wasn't working for either of us. So I won't really say anything else on that other than it didn't work out, and I think we're both in better positions now and currently, and I think that we are much better co-parents now than we were. So, but with that being said, I didn't have a ton of time, and I still put a lot of focus and priority. But then I realized, I was like, my kids are in school. I was doing a lot of work from home, and I had more time. But then I just kind of was like, I just don't want to spend the money, because that was the other thing that kind of stopped me. Was I'm not the kind of person that wants to just go spend a bunch of money when I don't have to. So my hobby took a backseat to pretty much everything else in life. And I finally said to myself after I got divorced, I was like, I'm going to do something for me. And I want to play golf, but I don't have time to go to the golf course all the time. But I can get a simulator, and I can play, a few times a week, a handful of times a week, just right here at home. So I did. I made that decision to do something for me, and that was what this is, the golf simulator. But I noticed that my boys, especially my youngest one, he loves it. He's out here all the time, and he's always constantly asking me, Dad, can we go hit? Can we go play? I want to play holes. So that's kind of the inspiration behind this channel, is me with my boys doing some fun stuff. Like I said, it is primarily a golf channel, and that's what I want it to be known for. But there will be some other little things here that I sprinkle in. Just things with me and my boys. So I'm going to make a video to showcase what my setup is, how I decided to go with it, what my future plans are that I can hopefully accomplish in the future. I'll talk about my setup, what device I use, maybe throw on a 9-hole period and go play a round of golf, and just kind of walk through what I do and kind of how I see the game and how I play the game. And to me, at the end of the day, it's just fun. And that's what it should be. Golf should be fun. I'm not a professional. I'm not a scratch golfer. I'm an everyday hack who gets out there, mid-handicapper who just enjoys playing. So if you find the content that I'm going to put forward interesting and fun, go ahead, give me a like, give me a subscribe. Let me know if you have your own simulator set up. What is your setup? How do you like it? Is there anything different you would do with it? I am always interested to hear from other people and what other people do. And then eventually, like I say, I'll talk about my future plans and what I'd like to accomplish with my channel and with my simulator setup itself. So, but on that note, thank you. Hopefully you enjoy the ride. Hopefully you enjoy the content. Hopefully you enjoy my wild and crazy kids. You will probably not see my 17-year-old son very often. He's at a point in his life where hanging out with dad is not cool. Luckily, I got my 2 younger ones who still think hanging out with dad is cool and fun and awesome, and they're super excited about it. So you will probably see them a whole lot more on this channel than you would my 17-year-old son. But hopefully once in a while, maybe he'll make an appearance. Maybe he'll make an appearance as I get a little bigger and better and get a little more fame, I guess we can call it, on this channel. Maybe he'll be more willing to be a part of it. So, but I love my kids. This, as I said, is an inspiration for them. My 2 youngest especially love YouTube. And when I told them I was thinking about it, they told me that I needed to. So I hope you enjoy. I hope you have fun watching me and my boys just have some fun together and build some memories. And like I say, I'm always willing to to hear from you. So drop me a like, drop me a subscribe if this stuff you find interesting and fun, and it just helps you. So you guys have a great day. Thank you for your time. Peace out.